Hey guys, I wanted to show you a resource that I found called TeacherMade. I've used this a few times when whatever I'm doing in class doesn't really lend itself to like using an external tool Word doc, or I can't really make it into a Canvas quiz. So this is mainly for like PDFs that like the students need to do something on. So you could definitely use this for like notes you have PDFs on, worksheets, that sort of thing. So you do have to make an account. It is free, and luckily the kids don't have to make an account. So once you have an account, you want to hit Create Worksheet. And I'm going to call this Graphing versus Substitution. And it's just like a drag and drop situation. So if I find my file, what's nice is you don't have to like pre-cut the file. You can choose which pages you want, because like sometimes mine have like the answer key attached. So you just want to select in red the part of the file that you want to do, and you hit Create Worksheet. And then you can kind of decide what you want the kids to do. So you'll see there's tons of different things here. So here's like a short answer text box. So I know that I want them to answer text here. And then I know I also want them to answer text in this box. And if you're doing math like I am here, I know that I want them to have the opportunity to use any sort of math tools in this area. So that'll show up there. There's a ton of different, and I'll just like practice with these. So there is open answer, there's matching you can do, true, false, multiple choice, words are hard, text boxes. You can just do regular text boxes. It doesn't matter. There's a ton of different things that you can do here. And what's nice is you can decide like what score you want to make each piece. And I'll show you how to look at that on the student side in a second. But these are kind of all the options that you can use for each one. I tried to do a coloring one, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. But here is those like options that I've used before. So once you're done adding all your text boxes and all that good stuff, you want to just hit the exit. It saves automatically. And then you want to create an assignment for that worksheet. I'll kind of show you what it looks like before. So once the kids get it, so here they can write their text in this box. You'll remember that this was a mathematics box, so it opens up like all the math tools for them. But they can also openly draw on things. And for math, which is nice, like this is a line tool. So this is actually for systems of equations. So if they wanted to draw a line there, that's awesome. They can just free draw, which I think is this tool. Yeah, they can just free draw on there if they want. They can highlight, tons of different tools that they can use. Obviously undo if they mess up, that sort of thing. So for the students, if you wanted to create an assignment, I'm just gonna call it Graphing versus Substitution. And I'm just gonna click the use their name or ID. And you can either preload your list of students. I didn't do that, but you can. And we'll talk about what the points look like in a second. So create an assignment, and it gives you a link. So that's what I shared with my students. I shared that with them in a Canvas assignment. So, and I'll show you on my Canvas end what that looks like. But let's first look at the ones I've already started doing. So if we look at the equations maze, for example, you can see that 17 out of 26 students that have clicked on it have completed it. So if we look at someone that has finished, so let's look at Carson. You can see that she did her answers in the boxes, and she also freehand drew which direction the maze is going in. And so I can give her a score here if I want to do that. I can go to the next student if I want to do that. And then I can make comments and that sort of thing. So the only thing that's a little frustrating is it doesn't automatically update the Canvas score. I was told that it should integrate by December, so hopefully that happens. So what it looks like for the students is I just gave them the two links so they can choose, and then in my case, they could have chosen between the two options. So they either choose the maze or the coloring activity. And I asked the students if it was super easy to use, and they agreed. They said it was super easy. So what they do is they would click on it, and this is just like something that I would suggest, just so it alphabetizes them, I would suggest they do last name, comma, first name. I made the mistake of just letting them do their first name, and it was a little hard to go through and find the grades. So if they did last name, comma, first name, and let's say they start on it, so x equals -9, and then I take my little pencil and that one's right here, so that leads me to this guy, and I start solving, and I want to come back. There's two options here. Obviously, I'm done, or save for later. So if I hit save for later, it saves my submission, and even if I X out of the window, if I click back in and I use the exact same name to log in, it will save my work, which is awesome. And the kit, as long as they have to use the same name though. So that's why I would suggest for them to be consistent doing last name, comma, first name. So again, it has all these tools, and you can preload all the, notice here I preloaded all of the equation boxes so that they could know where to type in their answer. So if you have like fillable notes or fillable PDFs that you want to like be sure where the kids are typing, this could be a good option for you. I've only played around with it a few times, so I'm not necessarily an expert in it, but it's definitely very user friendly. So let me know if you have questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. And I hope you enjoy.